On today's Buzz of Madison County, even after he performed in the spotlights of Las Vegas and at Graceland Mansion, today's guest wasn't quite prepared for the overnight success of his latest venture. The reviews on social media are absolutely raving about it. And while you probably won't find any polk salad or clam bake on the menu, you might just hear them or other songs of the king while enjoying your pizza or stromboli at Zion Brothers Subs and Pizzas in Anderson. Elvis tribute artist and local businessman Scotty Zion joins us on today's edition. Scotty, this little lot at the corner of MLK and Locust has seen a lot of business over the past several years, and now you've given it new purpose.
My father was here for 50 years. He used to have all the old cool cars up here, over 100 at a time. And, I just grew up in the car lot business, and it was my blood for a long, long time.
How do you make the jump from singing and entertainment to car sales to smash hit pizza and sub shop?
Well, the first thing is I like to eat. So that began us making up and trying to decide how we wanted to do it. To be honest with you, the car business with COVID has kind of like dropped down to nothing, including the music, because you couldn't go anywhere to hear anybody. The thing that I seen was happening the most, people were buying food and they were being delivered while everything else was closed down and you couldn't go nowhere. And I thought, that's for us.
Your wife said this has been a long-time dream of yours.
Yes. Before my father passed, I began it. And I began remodeling this place and making it all look like it does. I really wished he'd have been here to be a part of this. In fact, I made sure that the day that we opened, that I dedicated it on his birthday.
Well, let's talk about the preparation. What about the food business? That's not something you just go into cold.
No, to be honest with you, when we first started doing this, me and my brother went through about 25 different kind of sausages, about 20 different kind of paste and tomato sauce, and the breads. We grew up being related to the arts family, so we wanted to make sure our food was different, and finally found what we wanted, and then we mixed our own herbs into it and our own spices so that it's totally different than everybody else's. Our own sauce, our own sausage, our own bread.
What was grand opening day like?
It was beyond our wildest dreams. When the city of Anderson came down and did the ribbon cutting with us in the Chamber of Commerce, believe it or not, we did over 100 pizzas that night.
Let's talk about the surprise success that you've had.
When we first started this, I kind of thought to myself, well, maybe within the next 6 months to a year, the word will get around that we're doing this, and then maybe they would come in. But luckily for Facebook and in Madison County today, we had 89,000 hits. I've had people as far as Marion and Indianapolis and even as far as Greenfield come to try our food and see what they thought, and I have heard no one at all say they didn't like what we did.
You have some help here, but
Right.
Let's talk about the business of running a small business.
Well, we've found out that there's a lot more to this business. But you know what? It's a family-run business, and we're just come together. We're making it work. And to be honest with you, when you come and get one of my pizzas, I promise you've got to be happy when you leave.
Let's talk about the hours of operation. When can you walk into Zion Brothers Subs and Pizza and get some of your delicious offerings?
Monday through Thursday, we're open 11 till 10 o'clock. Friday through Saturday, we're open 11 to 11. And we also deliver from 11 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. And through the weekend, we do it till 11. Also, you can dine in and pick up.
What's the most popular thing people are ordering off of your menu right now?
Well, believe it or not, me and my brother sat down one day and we came up with an idea on a dessert pizza. And we've sold more of them than we sold of anything. Our recipe is, believe it or not, is over 100 years old.
Scott, you mentioned your staff a little bit earlier. You mentioned that it's a family-run business. Let's talk about your family staff.
Sure, absolutely. My wife, Linda Zion, is my pride and joy. One of the biggest workers here, biggest helpers. And my brother, Claude Zion, is the cook. He does a lot of the cooking. He's like one of the pickiest people you ever met, but that's why we get good pizzas, and they always come out the same. My son, Matthew, he comes in and just, Dad, I like this. I want to try it. And my daughter, Brittany, she does the same.
We talked earlier about you being in the Elvis business. You certainly are a renowned Elvis tribute artist. There's a little bit of a hint of that when you walk in through the door, is there not?
Absolutely. When you walk in here, I designed this when I started doing it with the theme of McDonald's back in the 50s. So I did red and white real bright. But through the years, I've had a lot of folks who've like given me different Elvis pictures. So I've got over 2,000 Elvis pictures all over the wall, almost from top to bottom. So if you're an Elvis fan, you ought to come in and check me out.
Is there a chance of hearing any of the King's music when you come in?
Oh, yeah. In fact, twice a month, we're going to put on a concert up here and bring people up, and it won't cost them anything, and, well, maybe they'll have a slushie or a hot dog or something.
Zion Brothers Subs and Pizzas at 217 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Anderson. Scotty Zion, congratulations to you and your family on your latest hit, and thanks for doing your part to make our community a better place to live. As always, we encourage you to support the small businesses in your community. Your community's future depends on it. That's the latest buzz of Madison County.